Okay, so just now what we have learned is your two methods of solving simultaneous equation, your elimination method and your substitution method. Okay, now, is where we use these methods of solving into worded questions or real world questions. Okay, so word problems can usually be solved by identifying two variables. Okay, where using these two variables we form two equations and solve for the unknowns. Okay, so same thing, the technique is to use x and y to form a number, just like how we solve for the equations above. Okay, your two variables x and y. Okay, so to solve a problem using simultaneous equation, step 1. Okay, identify the two unknown quantities. Okay, assign them as x and y, for example, to each unknown quantity. Okay, it doesn't always be x and y. Okay, whatever you are comfortable with. Okay, so in the example we'll be going through below, you'll get what I mean. Step 3. Using information given, form two linear equations using the two variables. Okay, so if you look at the example below, okay, this is an example of how we apply the concepts that we have learned. Okay, a farmer owns some pigs and chickens. Okay, he found that animals has a total of 115 heads and 320 legs. Okay, if we denote the number of pigs to be P and the number of chickens to be C, write down two equations in terms of P and C. Okay, so in this case, they already gave us the annotation or your variables as P and C. Okay, the information given to you is there's a total of 115 heads and 320 legs. Okay, so you have to use this information to form two equations to solve for your two variables, P and C in this case. Okay, so part 1, write down two equations in terms of P and C. Okay, so since they have a total number of 115 heads, okay, each animal only has one head, right? So P plus C, okay, equals to 115. Okay, then since pigs have 4 legs and chicken have 2 legs, okay, 4 times of P plus 2 times of C is 320, which is equation 2. Okay, so from there, whether you want to solve it using elimination method or substitution method, it is both fine. Okay, you will get the same answer. Okay, so in this scenario, they use your substitution method. Okay, where they found P in terms of C. So they brought over the variable C to form equation 3. Okay, then from there, okay, you sub it into equation 2. Okay, and then you solve for one of your unknowns, which is C. From there, after you solve for C, same thing. Okay, sub it back into equation 3, solve for P, and you'll get these two values. Okay, exact same method, just that now it's a bit harder where you have to form your own equations first instead of the equations given to you. Now, if we look at the example below, same thing. Okay, just a more complicated example, but we still use the simultaneous equation concept. Okay, so the sum of the tens place and the ones place of a number is 9. Okay, the numbers are reversed, its value is 45 less than when it is at first. Find the... Okay, so if you look, we let x be the tens place and y be the ones place. So since they tell you the sum of the tens place and ones place of number is 9, okay, x plus 9 equals to 9. Sorry, x plus y equals to 9. So that's equation 1. Next, second information. Here's our label is information 1, information 2. When the numbers are reversed, its values is 45 less than when it is at first. So remember, okay, use your variables. So your origin number is 10x plus y. Why 10x? Because x only represents the number itself. So if I have the number 96, okay, my x will be 9. But my original value of the tens place will be 90. Okay, that's why you have to add a 10 beside the x or multiply the x by 10. Okay, so same thing when your number is reversed. Okay, the 10 goes to the y instead. You get 10y plus x. And since this value is 45 less, which means if you take your original number minus 45, you will get the new number. Okay, that's how they get this equation. Okay, the 10x plus y from here, which is the original, and the 10y plus x, which is the new number. Okay, so shift all your variables to one side and your constants to the other. You end up with 9x minus 9y equals 45. Okay, x minus y equals to 5. Okay, then from here, okay, they jump straight into your substitution method again. Okay, so normally substitution method is the preferred method, okay, because it is faster and more convenient. Okay, so they shift, in this case, your y over, where you form x equals to a certain expression and label it as equation 2. Okay, then from there, solve it as how you normally solve for using a substitution method. You end up a value of y equals to 2. Sub this value of y back into equation 2 and solve for x. Okay, you get x equals to 7. So the number, okay, is 7 times 10 plus 9, which is 79. Okay, so you realize substitution method is always the preferred method in the examples given to you. Okay, because it is the more convenient method.